What's up, fungal associates? Welcome to Completely Arbortrary. This is the podcast about trees and other related topics. I am one of your hosts. My name is Alex Crowson. And of course, on the big green couch, we have Casey Clapp.
Hello, everybody. It's me, Casey.
Hello, Casey.
Hello, Alex.
Quick question for you.
Quick question for you.
Did you know that our podcast is completely supported by the lovely people who listen to it?
You know what? I'm not going to even ask my question because I didn't know that, Alex.
Sorry to steamroll your question.
That's all right. No, actually, that was another lie. I did know that, Alex.
That's
because That's just how great you people are.
That's right, Casey. So if you want to become a Treemium member and support this podcast and join the Cone Club, hit up arbitrarypod.supercast.com. Tell them what they won, Case.
Well, now here's the thing. If you join the Tree Hugger tier, then you get ad-free listening.
Wow.
And you get 20% off everything in our store.
Just once?
Just once? No, Alex. Forever.
What?
Well, as long as you're subscribed, I suppose.
So if I buy a t-shirt and get 20% off.
Yep.
And 7 days later, I feel like buying a few stickers.
Yes.
Do I also get 20% off those stickers?
Let me check. Yes, you do.
Wow.
Yes, Alex. Congratulations. Also, quick side note, we have stickers and t-shirts.
Yeah, Casey. And so much more.
Yeah, wow. Anyway, if you join the Cone Club, which is the premier club, like this is where everyone goes. When everyone says in the club,
Yeah.
this is the one they're talking about.
That's right. From the window to the wall.
Exactly. Anyway, so the next line has nothing to do with trees. The Cone Club is
Till
fabulous.
the sap drips down my bowls.
Oh, Alex, you can always get us there. Man, the Cone Club has some of the best things to offer, including a monthly cone sticker that is sent directly to your doorstep. You know that like internet thing where you get all this like digital stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
Old news.
Yeah.
It's out.
Yeah, analog is in, baby.
Analog is in. These are real stickers that you can put on something like a computer, a sign.
Water bottle.
You can put it on a water bottle. You can put it on your bike. You can pretty much put it anywhere.
Join the Cone Club.
Join the Cone Club, you guys.
Arbitrarypod.supercast.com or go to arbitrarypod.com to get things started. Casey Clapp.
Alex Crowson, before we keep going,
Oh, wow.
I do have one other thing I want to ask you.
Alrighty.
By that, I mean to show you.
Casey's rummaging through his sack. His rucksack. He's pulled
Pa-pa!
out. Oh, he's pulled out.
Yeah!
Oh! I bent it first thing.
Good.
Casey has thrown at me a book.
It's a book, Alex.
It is The Trees Around You by Casey Clapp.
That's right.
Wow. Is this my copy?
That's your copy,
You're
Alex.
kidding me.
That's it. That's for you. I
Casey,
even wrote a little note in it and everything.
Should I read that on air?
Sure.
Okay. To Alex, I've always admired your body.
Well,
Okay.
I just wanted to be honest with you.
Thanks for being my companion on this tree journey. Who would have thought we'd be doing all this? With all my love, Casey.
It's me. It's me to you.
Thank you, Case.
You're welcome. That's the official. That's the
Wow.
official version for you.
I owe you $25. I was gonna buy this.
Well, to be very clear, it's actually $26.95.
Sorry.
You can get it anywhere you buy books.
Thank you, Casey.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for all your help and supporting making this book happen.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah. Hey, if you're out there and you're in Portland, you want to see Alex and I talk about this book and other
wow.
things, October 3rd, Powell's
Yeah.
Books. Show up.
Powell's Books, the premier giant-ass bookstore in Portland.
Yeah, yeah.
Casey and I are doing something.
We're going to go do it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, and you guys check back in on my stuff because I'm going to be doing stuff all over the whole Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in Powell's, then Broadway Books and Third Place Books up in Seattle.
How about that?
I'm going to be going to Orcas Island at some point.
That's right.
Probably Olympia. Got a bunch of things. So
Yeah.
if you want to come see me, you want to come see Alex, well, tell Alex to come with me to wherever I'm going. But definitely come to Powell's to
we're
see the
both
both
there.
of us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Otherwise, I'll be just everywhere.
We're going to do
Pretty
a
much.
Q&A at Powell's, and Casey will sign books,
Every single one put in front of me.
and I will stand next to him, I suppose.
Yeah, honestly, I think you should just play guitar. Just sit there and just like
sure.
hum next to it and be like, who's that guy? And like, I don't really know.
Yeah.
But his music is really nice.
Well, Casey, that is the book news, and here's the food news.
Yeah.
This is Completely Arbitrary's plant-based diet, just desserts. And today we have an exciting one, Prunus domestica.
That's right.
And you might notice that I didn't even have to look over at my screen.
I did. I also want to note the point you said, exciting Prunus domestica.
I know.
I don't know if I can quite get to that level.
I have to kind of lie to myself.
I understand this.
And we're going to be talking German plum cake. Why not? But we got to do so after a break. We'll be right back with Just Desserts here on Completely Arbortrary. Welcome back to Completely Arbortrary's plant-based diet, Just Desserts. Casey, let's imagine, as we do every episode, that you and I suppose, you know what? Let's be in Italy.
Okay.
To mix things up a little bit.
All right.
And we come across some beautiful, let's say it's late August, and we come across some beautiful plum trees, and I know exactly what they are.
Oh, you
They're
do?
Prunus domestica. Let's ID this tree.
Fabulous. Now, I would say that I can just do this off the internet right here. It's also in that book that you just have.
Oh my God. Should we?
Do it.
All right.
Let's see. Let's see. I have to think. I might have just done it as a side one, but we're going to find out.
Well, I'm going to the index.
Yeah, go to that index. That's the only part of this book that I didn't write, by the way.
Prunus domestica 304, 305.
Let's
I'm going.
see.
I'm on my way.
This could be very exciting.
Okay, here it is.
You got it? Full thing?
Yes, European plum.
Oh my God. Give us that description.
On it. European plum is the species we generally eat.
Oh.
It's planted most often as a yard tree for the fruit, but it can sometimes be found as a self-seeded, somewhat invasive thicket lurking along the margins of otherwise polite society. It's a small shrubby tree with a lot of sprouts, tending to form thickets if left alone too long. Its leaves are green, resembling those of other plums, except that the base tapers much more, giving it an obovate shape. That is the opposite of an egg. The fruit is mostly dark blue, covered in a waxy bloom that rubs off easily, but it may range from yellow to red to blue. How about that, Casey?
Wow.
Very well said.
Hey, thank you very much. I
then-
appreciate that.
On the adjoining page, there's a note on domestic names.
Yes, there is. And you know what?
What?
That is actually a big whole reason we're doing the show right now.
Explain yourself.
Well, the name of our tree is Prunus domestica. That means it is the domesticated prunus.
Right.
In this case, it's the plum. But as you know, Prunus is this genus that has a gigantic amount of plants in it. So the almonds are Prunus, and all the cherries you've ever seen or heard of in your life, the peaches and nectarines and apricots.
Lots of droops.
All of them are drupes. Yeah, they're all the same exact fruit.
Okay.
That's the thing. So they're all in Prunus because they all have that same style of fruit. So the flowers are different, how they grow, all the other things make them different species. But Prunus domestica means it's the domestic plum. Because cherries and plums are all under Prunus. So it could be the domestic cherry if you really want to go crazy, but it's not. It's a plum.
And by domestic, that just means like the ones that humans said, hey, this is pretty good for eating.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's plant the fuck out of it.
Precisely.
Okay, great.
So specifically in this regard, our little tree, I'll give you a little bit more of this description, and then we'll go into the kind of these other details. But when I was looking into this, I was like, okay, so what is the difference between the other plums that we're all very familiar with, mostly the ones that I also hate that we have planted all over the place with the purple leaves, the cherry plum, which is Prunus cerasifera.
Purple leaf plum.
It's a purple leaf plum. So that one we covered a long time ago. I think we did it in the suburbs while we listened to The Suburbs by Arcade Fire.
It got a scathing review, if I remember.
It did because I do not like that tree.
Yeah, nor do I.
Exactly. So that felt good. I was like, okay, we're on the same page. Now I'm like, what do we think about this one? Because this is the one that produces the edible fruit.
Okay.
So it's the same kind of plum that everyone knows. It's about an inch or two long most of the time. It has a pit in the middle, but all of the fruit like sticks to the pit. You know, like if you have a peach or something, you can kind of like take the peach off of the pit pretty easily.
Sure, it depends on how ripe it is.
Yeah, for these plums, most of the time, and there's a lot of different varieties, most of the time it kind of all sticks together.
Okay.
So you can't just
when you eat around the pit, you have some flesh still left on the pit.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's like the most common way that you deal with plums. I don't like plums for this reason is one of them. Like I like not a clean fruit, but a fruit that I can cleanly eat.
Okay.
If I get like a little something on my fingers, that's great. I'm fine with that.
Boy.
But I just want to I don't want to have to be like, okay, how much more do I need to suck off of this pit in order to make it like a finished plum?
When do you call it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, and I don't like that. I like I like it when the fruit's like, and you're done.
Casey, you should have seen me eating this mango in Hawaii.
Yeah.
I was like a rabid dog attacking a rotisserie chicken.
That's horrifying. See, and then you can't touch your face. Everything is covered. You got to go wash. It's like it's too much.
It's a bit of a sensory issue.
It's a sensory issue. That's very true.
Yeah.
So these are the plums. Everyone knows them. They, for this species, are usually a yellow or a reddish color, but they also can be like a very dark bluish purple.
Now, is the shape of the plum of these particular plums? By the way, really quickly, yes or no?
Okay.
Are these also called Italian plums?
Yes.
Okay.
It's all the same species. Lots of different varieties.
Domestica.
Yes.
Okay.
All Prunus domestica.
Okay. And are these generally going to be your sort of like oblong fruit?
Yep,
okay.
oblong with that little suture line on one side.
Yes, yeah, the butt crack.
It gives the butt into the peach. That's why the peach is the emoji for butt.
Sure, yes.
Because of that suture line.
That's right.
So if you ever, walking around, you're like,
Look at her suture line.
That's horrifying. I'm just horrified. You're objectifying that peach.
Sorry.
So let's see. What else? Okay, so the other thing about the leaves that I noted is that the leaves of this domestic plum tend to be obovate. So they have a very tapering base that then gets wider and then curls over as a nice little rounded tip.
Okay.
They're usually like a kind of papery feeling to them. They're not like really hard. They're not super intense. They're just like, I don't know, your run-of-the-mill, who cares leaves?
Yeah.
They're there to do a job, and that's it.
They kind of remind me of apple leaves.
Yeah, they kind of
sort
do,
of like, I don't know, like the material they use, it's like tissue paper. They just don't give a shit.
It's cheap.
Yeah. Cheap leaf.
It's a cheap leaf. It's exactly what it is. Now, it does not get too big. Usually, there is a lot of different varieties that are grafted, like we talked about last week, onto different rootstock to keep them small.
Oh.
So you can have some that grow up and become like, I don't know, 10-foot tall trees. Some, if you just leave them naturally, they'll get up to like 15 or 20 foot, but they're also going to be creating these weird little kind of thickets, like I noted, in the book. But then most of the time, you're going to find them like in orchard situations. You'll see them planted in a front yard and a side yard, producing all these little fruits just kind of chilling there.
And you want them small so that you can a human can physically go and grab some plums.
It's all about harvesting. Yeah,
Sure.
That's the idea. It's a working tree. And the flowers, though, I think are interesting because it's one of the latest blooming of the plums.
When about?
Well, late spring would be the best way I could say.
Okay.
I don't want to give a certain date because if you're further north, it's going to be later. If you're further south, it's going to be earlier. But the cherry plums, the purple leaf plums, they are the ones that bloom first thing. Like they are the blasts of color in like late February, early March kind of thing. Then these would be maybe like almost a month and a half later sometimes. Like a pretty decent amount of time. They then put their fruit out. So they are better for climates like ours where it's a little bit colder for a little bit longer.
Okay.
So their flowers come out later where there's no frost at all, for sure.
No chance to freeze off. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what we're looking at. The bark is like dark black. It's whatever.
It's whatever.
It's not even important. It's not important.
Can we get to the really important stuff?
We're going to get to the really important stuff, which
we
is
kind of
scientific names.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Scientology.
Oh, yeah, Scientology. Actually, Alex, I have a big announcement to make. We're giving all of our income to Scientology from now on.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
Trapped forever.
That's life. That's what we're going to be doing. But Tom Cruise is going to be our best friend.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, so that's fun.
Well, I guess we kind of already talked about the fruit in terms of suture lines.
Yeah. It's really just, in my opinion, a beautiful fruit.
Oh.
And this is something I didn't really expect to say, to think, to feel.
Wow.
But here I am.
This is your YouTube. I never expected to make this video.
It is, I don't know why. It's the right shape. It has when they're all kind of hanging in the plum trees, right? And the thing about plum flowers and fruit, because they all come from the same thing, right? Fruit is the mature ovary of a flower.
Sure.
They are all singularly attached. So it's one way to tell the difference between a cherry and a plum.
In that they, there's not like a bunch of plums.
Yes,
There's
exactly.
a bunch of cherries.
Yeah, you can get like a little bunch of cherries,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
all from one little umbel or something like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, these are all just going to be single plums. Bop, 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 bop.
That's nice.
So the thing with the plums is that they kind of hang off of the stems and they look like little ornaments all over the tree.
It's true.
And they, at least the ones that I am like really mostly familiar with, are just the most gorgeous cobalt blue with this bloom on the outside. So it's the
Yeah.
same thing you get on like
Blueberries.
Exactly.
Speaking of blue.
Yeah, so you can like rub that off and it is even darker blue. And I just love that color of blue. I was actually talking just recently about my favorite color, and I said, well, it was blue. I was talking with Rachel about this, and basically the idea was, what is so funny?
This is the podcast.
This is the podcast.
Go for it.
I was trying to remember
The look
exactly
on your
what we were saying.
face.
What was my look? What was my look?
You're putting so much thought into
Yes.
what is essentially your favorite color of blue.
Yes. So when we were talking about it, I said, well, I like royal blue, but not quite so royal blue as like the color of the Oregon flag. But then I also kind of like the blue of like a Pabst Blue Ribbon blue, like somewhere in between that. So it came out to be that my favorite color blue is somewhere between the state of Oregon flag and the blue ribbon on a PBR can,
Okay.
which I thought felt really good.
Don't get any more specific than that.
No, it's just right there. That is as close as we can get.
A nice, rich, deep blue.
Yes, but now that I'm thinking about it,
Not too deep.
I think it's a plum. I think it's plum
blue.
I love that color.
It is interesting that you classify it as blue because I always think that's a purple thing.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it not?
It is. Now, here is where things are getting a little dicey, Alex.
Wow.
Give a Google to just blue plums. Tell me what you find.
I guess. What is that right between blue? Is indigo?
Indigo?
I
Okay,
would
like
say
that kind of
these-
a purplish color?
It's purplish blue. I would say these are indigo.
That to me looks like the most bluest, purest blue of all blues.
That's fair. It is sort of like tropical ocean blue.
Yeah, it's
like
gorgeous.
deep ocean.
It's perfect.
It is very, very handsome.
Yeah, okay. I'm glad that we're in agreement. But that is what I think about this fruit. I think it's beautiful.
But then
Wait,
look at this one, Casey.
Okay.
That's not
Yes.
blue.
No, and that is probably from a different species.
You know
or
what?
at least it's certainly a different variety, but that looks more like a Prunus ceracifera, which are a little bit more on the purple reddish side.
You know what this variety is called? Big blue.
Big blue. Oh, that's disgusting.
Full of shit.
Yeah, that's like a dark purple.
Well, Casey, the blue of the outside's great.
Yes.
Let's talk about that old inside.
It's like yellow.
It's like gold.
It's like golden yellow.
God, it's so nice.
Okay, so I actually want you to talk about this.
Okay. Here's the thing. I like it because it's not like flat acrylic paint.
Yeah.
It has depth to it. It's kind of translucent, right? So you can kind of like, it's sort of like shimmery and it has sort of a depth to the color. So when I say that it's yellow, gold, whatever, it's many different little subshades of yellow and gold. Does that make sense?
I think it does.
It's just a rich, very rich color.
It is. It's beautiful. And there's so many different colors and types. Like I just Googled real fast, just what is a plum flesh color? And first off, Google's like, it's yellow, which is fine because then
It's reductive.
you move down. It's so reductive. You move down, there's all these different images of these, like so many different colors, and they're all right next to each other, cut open so you can see some that are like orange, but it looks kind of like the eye of Sauron kind of
Yeah.
orange. Then yellow, then these dark reds, and then these kind of bright, flashy orange, reddish yellows. Like it's just, they're beautiful fruit.
That standard yellowish color of these plants, I'm going to call that sunshine yellow.
Okay, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Little drops of sunshine hanging on these trees.
Yum, yum. Well, I say yum, yum, yum. That's my opinion.
That is,
But Casey,
yes.
as I've known about you, you are not a fan of to eat plums.
I'm not a huge fan of to eat plums.
Okay. The Spanish grammar.
Yes, I thought that was good. It's honestly, so here's the thing. They're a little zingy for me. I don't like the zing of the flavor on the skin. You know, you pop them in and the
Tart.
skin is like thing.
tartness.
I don't like the tartness of the flavor or
Yeah.
of the skin.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they are tasty.
But you like the flesh.
I like the flesh. The flesh is fine. They are wildly sugary. Like they are
Yes.
so sweet.
Yeah.
It kind of like throws me off.
Okay.
But I think that's tasty. I don't mind it at all. I actually think it's quite nice.
I had a sugar loaf pineapple in Hawaii.
Yes. Yeah.
That
yeah.
was the sweetest non-sugar based thing I've ever eaten.
It sounds too much.
Almost sickly so.
Yeah. I don't know. I just can't do that too often.
Yeah. I like a sweet fruit, but I don't want it to be like
Yeah.
candy.
And you like plums. You're on plum. Let's do it. Give me that plum.
I am team, oh, you've got plums? Great, I'll have some.
Okay.
But I am never team, you know what I really want right now is a plum.
Yeah.
I'm choosing to go have a plum.
Yeah.
Maybe if they're in season and I'm on a plum kick, but it's very, well, you know, speaking of colors,
Yeah.
the color is plum.
It is.
There's a color called plum.
There is a plum. And plum is also used in a lot of different ways to say, oh, that is nice.
That's
that is
right.
plum.
Yes.
That actually is
That's
probably
interesting.
related to food where they are so sweet that they're the best part.
Sure.
So if you are talking about something being the plummest part or the plum of something,
Got this plum new car.
exactly,
Yeah.
then it is a reference to it being the best.
Or you
Like,
show
really
up
nice.
and it's a piece of shit car painted purple.
Then you're like, yeah, that's a plum, baby.
Oh, the color. Oh.
Yeah, you tricked me. Well, so here's the thing, Alex. You bring up a good point.
I'm a plum opportunist, I think is my final word on plums.
You're a plum opportunist.
If it's right, it's right.
but
But
you're not going to go out of your way.
I'm not going to go out of my way.
Okay, I think this is fair. I like this idea.
Go ahead.
That makes me feel better. So here's the thing. There's an opposite term that means something not as good, which is slow. Have you heard this?
Slow.
Yes. Slow as in SLOE.
Well, I know of slow gin.
Yes. Oh, tell me what slow gin is.
Slow gin is a gin made out of plums.
It is not made out of plums.
It's made out of sloes.
It is made out of sloes. It is actually just having sugar and plums called sloes that are added to it.
So it is plums.
It is plums in a technical sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you could say that. But
Okay.
the thing is, we don't call it the plum gin. We call it slow gin because
Okay.
slow is a different thing entirely. Slow is Prunus spinosa.
Ah.
We also call this the blackthorn. Now, I want you to quickly give a Google, or you can go to our show notes, the ones for you and me, Alex. You can click on that link, and you'll see that there is a Wikipedia article with a beautiful photo of a plum fruit that is diabolically blue.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's good.
those are insanely gorgeous blue, aren't they?
They really are.
Now, so
and
here's-
they look like little globes, like little earths.
Yes, they're they're a little smaller than the plums you're normally used to.
And they're sort of two-toned. I guess
Yeah.
maybe that's the bloom.
Yeah, that's the bloom on the outside, the light blue, and then on the inside, underneath that bloom, it's like a dark kind of so dark blue it almost looks black.
This is sort of that, remember that dress meme? It was like,
Yes.
is it gold
Yeah.
and white or is it blue and something? This is like, is it blue or is it purple?
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Oh, see, I'm still like straight up blue. This is like blue or dark blue.
I suppose I'm with you.
Yeah, I can't believe you're
But
seeing
on the,
purple here.
on the color picker in Photoshop, I would just dial it down toward purple a little bit.
Oh, I see. Okay,
You
that's
know.
fair. I'll give you that.
Okay.
I'll give you that. It's definitely nowhere near green.
But these Prunus spinosa used for slows?
Yes, this is what they use for slow gin, which is why they call it that.
Oh, so this plum, this Prunus spinosa, is called a slow.
Yes.
This fruit, rather, is called a slow.
Correct. Or
Okay.
a blackthorn. That's the other common name for
Okay.
it. Now, so here is the thing that I think is like so interesting. And this is the thing that I cover in that book where you're flipping over there, you read about the Prunus domestica, and you saw that little sidebar that said, now about those common names.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, about those scientific names. Or about something, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've written that.
Domestic in quotes.
Thank you. About those domestic names.
Yeah.
So you're familiar with the apple, which is Malus communis, which means the common apple.
Sure.
You're also familiar with the, Pyrus communis. That's the common pear.
Okay.
Now this is Prunus domestica, meaning the domestic plum. So I was like, okay, and I gave some Google because I, of course, did all my homework on this book, and I was like, what exactly is the tree we're talking about? And I want to make sure to get all the scientific names right. So I looked this up on the Royal Botanic Gardens Kew Plants of the World Online. And that is I'm going to say fabulous database.
Well, what did you find?
So Prunus domestica is an accepted species. So the species name is the most up-to-date for this species. So it says the native range of this species is Trans-Caucasus to North Iran, which is essentially where a lot of these European kind of species we're all familiar with come from, basically from Iran all the way up through Europe.
Okay.
Now, then it goes on to say, the hybrid formula is a stabilized hybrid derived from Prunus cerasifera crossed with Prunus spinosa. To which I was like, wait, huh? I thought this is its own species.
Yeah.
And this sent me down this little rabbit hole to be like, okay. First off, why is there no X with Prunus domestica?
Oh, because usually if you're hybridizing, you put that little X in there.
It's a cross.
And that's a hybrid.
That is a hybrid.
That's not a variety. Variety is VAR.
Correct, yeah. And that would be, it's the same species, just some other kind of natural occurring variety.
That's right. Hybrid is human-made.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't have to be human-made. There are natural hybrids, but it just means that there is two different species that are for sure two different species, and then where they kind of cross over, maybe like for some of our true firs, for some of our pines, where these two species kind of cross, they will interbreed between each other, and there's this transgression zone.
Wow.
So when you are doing this for the scientific notation, if this Prunus domestica is in fact a hybrid between the cherry plum and the sloe, then it should be Prunus cross domestica.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. It's made by Linnaeus. You remember Linnaeus?
Linnaeus.
Old guy. He did. Yeah.
First name is Carl.
Oh. It's Carl. It's dungeon crawler Carl Linnaeus.
This is a Wheel of Fortune.
It sure is. So he named it because this is a very common tree. It's been in domestication for thousands of years.
Okay.
And it turns out when we initially started to put all of our scientific names together, when Linnaeus was saying, okay, we're just going to call this one this, we're going to call these that, they were just like, okay, here's this tree. It's this species. We didn't really think too far back into the history to think, well, is this a tree that we hybridized from two other trees? Is this actually an artifact of human life? And we've brought this up a few times on the show before.
So he just kind of started fresh.
Yeah. It's like
from
okay,
a baseline. This is what we have. Let's sort it out.
Let's sort this out.
Okay.
But I don't even know if they necessarily thought about it being a hybrid. I think they were just like, yeah, here's the plum. There you go.
Okay.
Done. This one is Prunus domestica because this is the domesticated plum.
Okay.
But then people have then looked back and they say, well, honestly, where's this from? I see it all over the place, but it's only around people. We don't find this species wild out in the forest. We find Prunus cerasifera and Prunus spinosa out in the wild forests.
And from their lovemaking, we have our domestic.
Exactly. Now, that is the thought. Some people, some more studies have gone through, and some people think that it's actually just Prunus cerasifera straight up, but just bred to such a degree where now we have what appears to be a completely different species.
Interesting.
Which brings up this idea that I read about a couple weeks ago that I was like, I've actually never thought about that term in a very strict sense. And it is evolution by domestication.
Oh, yeah. I remember this.
Yeah. So we've been looking at a lot of food things, and we've been like, okay, well, what exactly, how does this work with trees and scientific names and evolution? And is this a human artifact or not? I mean, a lot of our discussions about the ancient native peoples of all over the world and what they have done with the plants around them that make our entire landscapes, in some instances, like artifacts of human work way back when. I mean, 1491 is all about that. It's basically their entire argument, right?
Okay.
So, is evolution by domestication a real thing? Can we make this into a real species? Is Prunus domestica a real species because it exists?
Can I redefine the evolution by domestication?
Yes.
It's basically humans have played God with this plant so much
God.
that they say to each they have to create and recreate the plant. Eventually, in the DNA of the plant, it'll be just like, I got this. I know I'm supposed to be red.
Yes. I'm sorry. I get the memo.
Yeah.
Yes, kind of. Yeah, we've just altered the genes enough, and they are self-fertile. So we have selected out and hybridized with other species this individual. And now, because it's self-fertile, it can just reproduce itself. Its seeds are viable, so it will then reproduce itself that way. Also,
your mom's so fertile she can reproduce herself. Oh,
oh shit! Pow, man, you would crush it on a playground.
That'd be really fun.
Yeah, dude, you'd be just
as a 36-year-old man.
Hey, kid.
That'd go well.
Oh, there's a 36-year-old man screaming on the playground. Should we help him? No. He needs to learn this lesson. So that, Alex, I think is that is the crux, I think, of the question. You described it very well.
Okay.
Which is, if we are playing God, and we're also naming the plants, so we kind of get to decide what's a hybrid, what's not a hybrid, how are we going to do it. We invented this for all intents and purposes, and now we are saying, yeah, it's a species. It's not really a species. Species are natural.
Why not? Why?
This is an unnatural species. That's the question.
Okay.
That's what I want to know.
Our species is a part of the definition of a species that it occurs naturally.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes, I think so. As far as I know, it's a natural population. It's a thing that exists.
Okay.
That was not created by humans, because if it was created by humans, it would be a cultivar of something else that already existed. It would be a hybrid of two other things that already existed.
Sure.
But this argument is no.
You're saying that Prunus domestica is technically a hybrid, but it just has the name of a species. Of an honest to goodness species.
I think potentially.
Okay.
Like I said, some scientists are thinking, actually, no, this is just straight up one species that's been bred really intensely. But in that case, it should just be Prunus rassifera. But essentially, no matter how you look at it, because it has its own scientific name, we have separated it out and said, no. Prunus domestica is its own species. Just like the domestic dog,
Sure.
It's not a wolf anymore, but it still is a wolf, right?
It's not a wolf anymore. I mean, why not? Why not just call? I may, me, Casey. You know me.
I do.
I'm a little fast and loose with my.
For a second, I thought we were doing an ad.
With my natural sort of definitions and boundaries. I'm just like, who gives a shit, right?
Honestly, yeah, it's a pretty good way to go about the world, I have to admit.
It's not bad. I'm not apathetic about it. I'm just like, everything is fluid. Everything's a spectrum. So I don't have a problem with this being, its own species. In fact, I think that anybody who is fervently against it would be kind of weird.
That's fair.
Uh-oh.
Sure.
Casey?
Oh, no. I feel like I've been seen for the first time. I was just against the wall here, minding my own business.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I have a couple different places I go with this.
Okay.
One is the idea that whatever happens on Earth, it is natural.
That's a really good point.
So if this was created and turned into a different species, that's okay. Corn is it's its own plant, but we can only find a completely different plant that is ancient, but they're not the same. So they're like, we actually don't really know where this one came from. We have an idea.
By that logic, are you saying a skyscraper is a natural thing?
Yeah.
Because it was made by humans who are from nature.
Exactly.
Okay.
Every single thing
on Earth
and that has come from Earth.
Okay, cool.
Is natural.
Interesting.
So it was, the TV right here, the music, our computers, these are all parts of the natural system. We have created them, and because we create them, humans, and we think that we are above and separate from nature.
Yes.
We look at things and say, oh, that's unnatural versus natural.
Sure.
Technically, it's not. That road out there, that's a natural part of this ecosystem. It just so happens it's pretty vastly different than a lot of other ecosystems around it.
I think we should just pave the whole world.
We might as well. It's natural.
It's nature.
It's nature.
Come on.
Be cool.
Put a road everywhere.
Oh, geez, Alex.
Life is a highway.
Life is a highway.
Let's
and
make
we're gonna
Earth a highway.
It's like, I think Miller Paint or something. It's like, cover the Earth. I hate their logo.
Oh,
it's literally a red bucket being poured over the globe.
I know. It's right in front of us.
Get away. I'm never buying your stuff. So, I don't know. On one side of the spectrum, Alex, is that idea where it's like, let's straight up have this. It doesn't matter what it is. If we created it, it still now exists as its own species.
What's your other side?
The other side of that is we did not create this plant or wherever this plant came from. So if we trace it back it would be either a hybrid, so it should be Prunus X cross domestica, and then that would be a renamed new name for a hybrid between the sloe and the cherry plum. Or it would be the cherry plum just completely bred into a different situation. Therefore, it should just be Prunus ceracifera subspecies or variety domestica or something like that.
Okay.
And there's a bunch of other subspecies. You can find subspecies from where this individual plant is growing throughout the kind of Mediterranean, Europe, and Middle East areas. So either way, by our official, like, how we name things, this tree had to have come from not Prunus domestica. It's not its own species in like traditional idea of it.
Sure.
But then I think this is just to kind of dance back and forth.
Yeah.
If another animal had such an intensely close relationship with a plant that the plant changed, like our figs and fig wasps, where they basically put certain selection pressures on these different plants to where that plant speciated itself away, then we would still say that's a different species.
Sure.
Whether or not it came from this other one, it's different now. So this one, there's, I think, this argument to say, well, yeah, just because humans were the thing that put their finger on the pressure scale of evolution, that doesn't negate the fact that it is, in fact, a different species.
Sure. Okay, well, this is maybe related or potentially unrelated. In my brief research for our segment later, did you notice I looked at your prop over here?
This nondescript upside down bowl.
Casey has something that he's going to unveil, and it's driving me crazy. So I saw Prunus domestica X domestica.
What? Where?
What is that?
I don't know. It's like a different. It's a hybrid with itself. That's not you can't hybridize with yourself. Oh, that's not a hybrid.
Watch me.
Oh, your mama's she hybridized with herself.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't. Man, I would just get the shit kicked out of me on the playground.
Your mama's she hybridized with herself.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, what?
I don't know. It was on a Wikipedia article.
Okay, yeah.
About something.
Yeah, about something. Who knows?
This is what good of a scientist and scholar I am.
You're doing a really good job, Alex.
I saw this thing one time that said this thing. I can't remember where I saw it though.
Anyway, I'm going to sit back down. Yeah, honestly, it's a good question. I don't know, but I think that actually just speaks to the kind of the curiosity, the mystery of this little guy, where it might be its own species in one regard, but in the other regard, we probably should actually figure out what it is. Well, do we have to? No, it doesn't really matter in the long run.
Yeah.
And it's probably just be academic for us now just to figure it out. Who cares?
We got bigger problems. Yeah,
so I don't know. It's a good question, Alex, and I think that just does go speak to it being this mystery plant.
Yeah, I like that. But let's take a stance.
Yes.
So here's my stance.
Okay.
I like this side of like it's natural because it was influenced by humans who are part of nature. It's very Buddhist.
It is, yeah.
It's like we're all just one organism, including that air conditioner.
Including
next to
that air conditioner. Don't take yourself out of it. You are in it.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
And that's my stance. What's your stance?
Fair. Man, that's a hard one, Alex, because I like that idea, and that idea speaks to my morality. Like when I look around the world, I'm like, yes, this is something that we did, and we can give ourselves credit for it. Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
We've done it with corn, we've done it with wheat, all these different things, but the one difference is like this will do it itself. So like with corn, if we stopped helping corn, it probably would die out at some point because it's not designed to properly fertilize itself and all these things. So with this, it's like its own thing. It can grow without our help, no problem. So that leads me towards that. But the other side of me, the technical, we made this rule, we got to stick with this rule side of me, is like, this can't be. It's got to be a different species just because we looked around and said, the plum, that plum right there, Prunus domestica. What's the next thing I need to do? If we go over to any other place outside of Europe, when we first decided we're going to start naming these things like this, then we say, well, actually, that's probably a hybrid. So it doesn't get the name because we're now learning, we have to watch for these hybrids that have been in cultivation for a long time. So it's only these old European species that people just straight up call this one thing. And these other ones, we have a different scientific name for it for whatever reason. But then again, we're changing that up all the time. So
it is interesting. Like humans are so curious because we're like, we make a definition for a thing. And then, or we influence a thing and then like we make the definition for it. And then like we make the rules for that definition. And then we argue about the definition.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so, I don't know. It's very, it's like a mirror looking into itself.
Yeah. And then being upset with itself.
Yeah. And breaking.
Now that has to be some kind of metaphor.
Well, Casey, it's time for our Breakus Domestica.
Yes, that is true.
But when we get back, after listening to some Advertisius Commonus, we are going to give a rating to
some common advertisements.
Yeah, just some McDonald's, Nestle, who fucking knows. When we get back, we're going to give a rating to this plum right here on Completely Arbitrary's Just Desserts. Welcome back to Completely Arbitrary's Plant-Based Diet Just Desserts. That was our discussion of the European plum. It's time to give this plum a rating. Will it be plum or will it be
slow?
Thank you. Casey, here's how it works. We're going to give some final thoughts on this plum and then give it a rating of 0 to 10. Appropriate golden poems of honor.
It would be appropriate if this was a poem. I agree.
Oh, fuck.
I love when this happens every now and then. It just makes me laugh.
Poem and droop.
Yeah. And you love droops.
They take up the same cell of my brain.
This is like Schrodinger's cell.
Yes.
Like you never know when it's going to be a plum or an apple.
Whenever I say one of them, it's a 50-50 chance that the other one's going to come out. Casey, as our resident expert, will begin with you.
Okay. So honestly, I don't like it.
You said don't?
I said I don't like it. Yes.
Okay.
I think they're fine. Anytime I see a plum, I'm like, if that is a part of an orchard and you're being very particular with it, cool.
Okay.
If you are just growing there on the side of the road and you're doing something stupid, I hate you.
Interesting.
I just don't really like them.
Front yard,
get out of there. Plant a real tree. Plant a real tree. Give me a Kentucky coffee tree right there.
What does that grow that you can munch on? Sorry, your cones are your own. Sorry, your plums are your own.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be munchable. And you know what? It's a coffee tree. You can munch on the big beans.
Sure. I get so defensive with food. I'm like...
Yeah, you get red. You attack me a little bit. So, I don't know. I'm going to give it like... it's just a sad 4.4.
Are you... Okay, that's fine.
Are you... Alex, for those of you who don't know, he went on a absolute rant for 3 minutes and then cut that out perfectly.
That's
to
not
make it
true.
Seem like he didn't just berate me in front of everybody.
That's not true. Casey is defaming me. 4.4 for the European plum?
No, I love the color. Give me that color and like paint my house that beautiful blue.
Okay.
I'm into that. But that's about it. I don't go out of my way. Even sometimes when people offer me plums, I'm like, oh, okay, thanks.
You turn down a plum.
I don't turn it down. I just gently say thank you and I eat it.
Okay. All right. Well, a 4.4. Let's see.
Yeah. Where are you at?
I think, okay. The tree, it's fine, whatever.
Okay.
I honestly don't care. It's okay. It's a fine tree. It's a tree, whatever.
Okay.
And if you say it's not a tree, I'll agree with that too.
Okay.
That's how little I care.
That is a substantial amount of non-caring.
Now, here's where I do care. I like a plum.
Okay.
But like I said, it's not my favorite, and I'm a bit of an opportunist. If they're good in season, I'm getting them.
Okay.
If I am handed one, I will gratefully eat it.
Okay.
Nice. A plum. Oh, it's really good. But here's the thing. Plums have a very high threshold on the individual level for being a good, tasty fruit. I feel like you will find more bad plums than you do a good plum.
Interesting.
On a specimen level.
Plum by plum
basis.
Okay.
Which, if we didn't have a title for this episode already, it would be a plum by plum basis.
Wow, I didn't even know we had a title for this. Dang
Sure.
it. Good job.
I don't want to spoil anything, but I got some plums for today,
Okay.
and they looked great. Everything checked out. I had a bite, and I was like,
I'm sorry.
like barely tastes like anything.
See, I wonder if they're about at the end of their season.
I know.
Think these are probably like been frozen for some amount of time.
They're past their prime.
Yes.
But that's kind of where I land on plums. The perfect plum I like, but I will not take it over,
Okay.
other drupes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give overall, including the tree, of course.
Okay.
I'm going to give the plum, like, I don't know, I'm feeling like 6.2.
That feels good. Okay, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I think we're on the same page.
Yeah.
I think you've done the right amount of addition based on your preference.
Thank you.
So I think we're in a good place right now.
And I think likewise. And that was our review of the domestic plum.
Wow.
Casey.
Very domestic.
It's time. Speaking of domestic, I got to run to the kitchen.
Oh, geez, Alex. Bring us a knife, would you? Oh, man. Okay, so Alex, you just handed me two bags filled with what feel like things,
That's true.
and then a small little container complete with 2 slices of what appear to be a plum.
That's right, Casey.
Are these 2 different plums?
Yes, they are.
Ooh, yeah. One's purple and one's reddish.
Yeah, and we'll get to those.
Wow.
But first, as this is just desserts, we got to talk German plum cake. Or if you're German, you might call it, God damn it,
Why would you call it goddammit?
Pflaumenkuchen.
Ah, Flammenkuchen, yeah.
Or if you wanted to be a little more general, you might call it Zwetschgenkuchen.
Ah, yes. Well, I'm usually more general, so I usually say Zwetschgenkuchen.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here is what German plum cake is,
Okay.
Casey. I'm going to start super general.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to get a little more specific.
Okay.
It's basically a sheet cake
Yeah.
using yeast dough.
Yeast dough.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's, of course, as with all these things, there's a million varieties.
Yeah.
Yeast dough topped with a layer of plums.
Uh-huh.
Put it in the oven.
Yeah.
And there's your cake.
Wow. Wait, is it
Okay, Casey is grabbing his prop here,
kind
so
of
to speak.
like this?
Oh my God. Casey has just unveiled a Zwetschgenkuchen.
A Zwetschgenkuchen, yeah.
That looks amazing.
Thank you. I baked it myself this
Did you
morning.
really?
I did.
God damn it.
You're welcome, world.
Not only am I grateful, but I'm also bitter because you're making me look like shit.
Well,
I tried to find one that was professionally baked.
you found one that was professionally baked by a non-professional.
Okay, well, should we...
That's a great description of the cake, except I didn't use yeast dough. I just made this dough myself this morning.
I'm very impressed, Casey.
Thank you.
And thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
Let's set it to the side for now.
Okay.
But we're going to taste test the fuck out of that.
If we don't, I'm going to be pissed.
You better believe it.
Alex just cuts this entire part out of the show.
That looks gorgeous,
Yeah,
Case.
thank you. I'm really happy with how it turned out.
It looks incredible.
Great.
And let me tell you about it, even though you've already made one. Let's just say Pflaumenkuchen, because I can say that one.
Pflaumenkuchen. Yeah.
Zwetschgenkuchen is the other one. So they're popular in Germany, Austria, Switzerland, Czech Republic, Hungary. Sort of that general area.
Yeah,
Speaking of Hungary. Each with a different regional name, and I will not be attempting any of those on air. It is said that this German plum cake originates in Augsburg, which is in Bavaria, which is like a state in Germany.
Yeah, okay.
And that's considered to be sort of the birthplace of this, and they call it Zwetschgendatschi. Zwetschgendatschi.
That sounds beautiful. Zwetschgendatschi.
It's a gorgeous language. Because of this, the city is affectionately nicknamed Datschiburg.
Datschiburg.
And Datschi is a regional dialect name that means to pinch or to press. So when you press the plums into the top of the
Yeah,
cake.
I see.
And so you can just call the cake a Datschi.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's so
Different
cool.
than the rapper Dochi.
Oh.
I got very confused.
Different also than Doja Cat.
A little different.
Okay, but not that different.
And different than Dochi's cat.
Damn. This is confusing. Now I feel what it's like to be on the other side of this.
Oh, brother. Okay, so the people in Saarland, which is not as cool as it's just a place in Germany.
Okay.
They eat this cake with bean soup. This is my favorite little fun fact here.
No way.
And they call it...
This is like covered in sugar.
I know. Well, it's actually traditionally not supposed to be that sweet.
What?
The addition of streusel, which is a combination of butter and sugar.
Yeah.
That's and flour. That is sort of like a regional variety.
Huh.
But the super traditional cake,
Yeah.
it's not that sweet.
Interesting.
Yeah, you have it with coffee. You don't start your day with a sugar bomb.
Oh, I see. So this is more like a scone almost.
Yeah, like a less sweet, not quite savory sort of brunch breakfast thing.
All right. Well, that's not what we're getting today. This one's got at least half a cup of sugar in it.
All right. But these people in Saarland, these Saarlanders, they eat it with bean soup and they call it Schnippelbohnensuppe und Zwetschgenkuchen.
That is the longest word I've ever heard.
That is 3 words technically.
Oh, that's 3 words. Okay.
Yeah. So that I'm really sorry to any Germans listening. I can usually approximate like pronunciations of different languages. You sound like
you're doing really good to me,
but not German.
Okay.
And that's bean soup and plum cake.
Bean soup and plum cake. That's beautiful.
Here's my side note of the day.
Yeah.
This sent me on a very shallow rabbit hole.
Where'd you go?
So the dish is called Schnippelbohnensuppe.
Okay.
Which is the bean soup.
Yeah.
And I was like, nipple. Are nipples called nipples because they kind of look like a little bean?
No, Alex. You did not go down this rabbit hole.
I thought it might be.
Is it?
I thought it might be.
Tell us.
No.
Damn it.
You know, one of the few sort of stories surrounding a German plum cake that I found was that this has since been found out to be an urban legend and thus false.
Okay.
But actor Humphrey Bogart, do you know Humphrey?
Yeah.
Casablanca, many other films. There was an urban legend that during the filming of Casablanca, he got really into German plum cake. And so they got the dailies back, watching the footage through, and they're like, he's got fucking plum in his teeth. We can see it. And the story went that they had to go back and reshoot a bunch of stuff, making sure that Humphrey had no plums in his teeth.
What a freak. Or maybe not.
I think he did like plum cake.
Okay.
But people kind of like conflated his love of plum cake with, you know, he had sort of an interesting speech pattern.
Okay.
And sort of not a lisp, but like a, you know?
Yeah. One of those old timey kind of things.
Yeah, like a transatlantic sort of slur.
Okay.
And it had nothing to do with Peaches or Plum's gobbing up his teeth. It had to do with a war injury to his mouth.
Oh, wow.
So that's not true. But it is fun.
It is fun. It is fun to know. And I hope that we can add some urban legend to things like, oh, well, got some, maybe we can do something like if we have to redo something like, hey, listen, you have a little plum in your mouth. You know what I mean? Okay. We just
so to speak.
We just got to redo that. We just got to redo it.
But that's Flammenkuchen.
Wow, Flammenkuchen.
Lots of different varieties.
That's tasty.
I'm very excited to try yours.
I hope it's good.
Here's my story about my attempt to secure us a German plum cake.
Yeah.
There's a German bakery in town.
Way out on Gleason, right?
Mm-hmm. It's called something. And I thought, hey, if anybody's going to have German plum cake, it's going to be them.
Yeah.
Plums are in season.
Yeah, they're on their way out, but yeah, they're still there.
And I called them and I said, hey, do you have German plum cake? Mm-hmm. And the woman on the phone said, no, you basically just missed it. We had it like last week and now they're out of season.
I can't believe that.
I said, that's too bad. And she said, we do have a lot of peach stuff right now.
Ugh.
I said, okay, thanks. And later I was like, that'll approximate what we're doing. Maybe they have a German peach cake, right?
Yeah.
So I go there and I get in line.
I spend thousands of dollars.
And I said, I called earlier about German plum cake. Mm-hmm. And you said you have lots of peach stuff. Do you have anything that would kind of approximate a German plum cake but with peaches? Yeah. And she said, no. And there were a bunch of people in line behind me. So I said, okay, I'll have a cookie and a loaf of bread.
No.
So you have half of a loaf of bread there.
Wow,
and a chocolate chip cookie.
Oh, Alex, get out of here.
And I hope that is a good... now, here's the thing. Casey is glaring at...
What is in it?
Okay.
They're olives, aren't they?
They're olives.
All right.
And Casey doesn't love olives.
I'm going to eat this cake because it's a gift.
I only remembered
bread.
after I left the store, I was like, wait, fuck, I don't think Casey likes olives.
I'm going to love this.
It's really good. It doesn't taste like olives. And that cookie's great. Casey's taking a bite of the cookie.
Cookie's right.
Brown butter chocolate chip cookie. Can't go wrong.
No, you can't.
Now, Casey, before we dig into your Pflaumenkuchen, let's eat these plums.
Okay,
These
so
are fresh plums.
Tell us about these plums. Do you know anything about them?
Yes. So these are two different plums.
Okay. While you do this, I'm going to taste test one.
Okay, go for it. So which one are you eating?
The redder one.
Okay. That's an Italian prune plum.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is what you would use to make this cake.
And what you would use to make prunes.
That's right.
Because they have they grow a little bit differently, so you can actually let them sit in the sun to become prunes.
Wow.
Not ferment. They won't ferment into a little drunken ball of alcohol.
On the tree, or you take them off?
No, you take them off.
Okay. Oh, it's like sun-dried tomatoes.
Exactly.
Cool. And the other one's called a Simca plum.
This is a Simca.
Yeah. So did you already try the red one?
I did. I got the red one.
It's gone.
It's gone. It's pretty good. It was fine. The flavor, medium at best. It didn't really jump out at me.
I like that one quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think it seems like you were talking earlier. You said, man, it doesn't really have a lot of flavor. That's kind of what I thought.
On second tasting, I like it better.
Like better. Maybe you cut it, got a little juice out of it.
It does have that zing that you're referring to.
Exactly. See, I can still taste it.
The Simca plum is great.
It is. It's really good. The zing is not there.
No zing. Plum without the zing. Now, Casey.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I'm going to run to the kitchen and cut us up some slices of
You
that
go do it. Here, I'm going
Pflaumenkuchen.
to have you do this. Wow.
Okay.
I think this is the very first time I've ever baked a cake from scratch.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like you've been doing it your whole life.
Wow.
All right. Pflaumenkuchen going in.
Pflaumenkuchen. Here we go. Not bad.
It's great.
Thank you.
I cut into it. And I thought, oh, shit. The bottom crust is like very hard. Turns out it was on a little metal plate.
Oh, yeah.
So it is not hard. It's delicious.
I think I could have left it in maybe just a little bit longer. It could have got a little harder. Just a smidge more crunchy at the bottom. Like a little graham cracker. Esque.
That's a fair critique. I think it's perfectly... I like how soft it is.
Thank you.
And it's not overly sweet.
I feel good about this. Yeah, well, the plums are a little... they got a little tartness to them. Or the pluots, or whatever they are. Well, there you go, you guys.
Wow.
I'll share that recipe. It's from Milk Street, which is apparently a show, and this is all of the recipes that they ever did on this show.
You know,
I also had the wrong kind of salt, so now there's just little bits of salt in there, like big chunks.
what kind of salt did you use?
I don't have table salt. It turns out we just have like coarse salt.
Use kosher.
Yeah, it's on that level. Yeah.
I love this.
Well, half of it's yours.
Really? Mm-hmm. How about that? Thanks, Case.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, it's not bad. You know what?
I'm simply devouring mine.
Yeah, I'm going to give mine a 4 out of 4. By that, I mean a 4.4.
Out of 10? Mm-hmm. I give this at least a 7.5, 7.8. Delicious, Case. And that was Pflaumenkuchen.
Thank you, Alex.
Well, that was the European plum. Delish. Casey, it's time for our completely arbitrary AMA. That's Ask Me Anything. And if you have a question for the podcast and want to support the podcast, just like we mentioned in the intro of the show, become a Treemium member at arbitrarypod.supercast.com. This week, we've got one from an old favorite.
Well, all right.
JG.
Well, hello, sir.
JG is sort of the unofficial kind of like record keeper of the show.
Yeah, I am.
For a long time, kept a spreadsheet. I don't know if they still do. Of all of the trees we discussed and the ratings we gave them.
Yeah, he is our Florida man.
Yes, I understand that reference. JG asks, if an alien civilization came to Earth and could only explore our planet through the lens of a single tree, which tree species would you present to them, and what story would you hope the tree tells? Thanks, JG.
Wow. Oh, I love
That's
these
a
questions.
great question.
Okay, can you recap that for me?
Sure. An alien
Okay.
species comes to Earth. Tell us about your planet.
And goes to a tree.
And for some reason, we can only give them a tree.
And the tree is what it will learn about Earth from.
Yes. That's the only information it can garner. And we can give it the episode of our podcast that we covered the tree on.
Okay, good. In that case, let's make sure it's going to be one after I've written the book so they buy my book too.
Go intergalactic bestseller.
Okay. Okay.
I have an answer.
What's your answer?
Mangrove.
Mangrove.
Uh-huh.
Why?
I would point them toward a mangle, and I'd say these are trees, but they are also the habitat of many other species.
Yeah, you can see everything below. They're also grown in a very unique way.
Yeah, they're unique, and they are tropical,
Yeah.
which I think is nice. I guess I haven't thought about it too much.
And that's it.
I think the thing I'm banking on is like, this is a tree technically, but it is so much more. It is the center of this ecosystem.
Yeah.
Which is, and here's a bunch of other fish and shit.
Totally. I think that is a very good answer.
Yeah.
I like this. So my thought, more along the lines of give like a history. And so my thought was like Pando or something, where it's like, this is one tree, this is one individual that you can talk to, and that individual is like, yeah, I've been actually grown here for like, I don't know, 20,000 years. What do you guys want to know?
Oh, they can communicate with the tree.
That's what I would assume.
Okay.
Yeah.
They have the technology.
Yeah, exactly. So they just like tap into the tree, and the tree's like, oh yeah, hold on. Yeah, I'll tell you all about that.
They do the Vulcan mind meld from Star Trek.
Yes. I also saw recently an art thing where they put two like diodes onto a philodendron leaf, like, you know, your big classic houseplant. And based on the electrical signals that they were getting from the leaves, there was like a single robot arm underneath the plant that had a machete in it, and it was just like swiping this machete around.
Oh my God.
And I didn't look any further into it, but I was like, this is exactly what a plant would be doing.
Wow.
If the plant could use, like, if they could do that translation. I don't know exactly what they did to make this art installation, but I did think that would be kind of funny.
That's hilarious.
Where a plant's just like, get back, you fucking monsters, get back.
I have a very destructive nature. Put a paintbrush in its hand.
See, that would be, yeah, totally.
Here's my thought. Do we maybe want to pick a third thing, Pando, mangrove, and a third thing that we think can teach it something about humans? Is that kind of
about humans?
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
I feel like they should just ask humans for that. Well, honestly, no, they got to
can't.
get a third party.
They can only speak to trees.
They can only speak to trees. Ooh.
Maybe Pando is a good one for that because it's been around so long.
Yeah, so it can like tell a whole part of the history.
Yeah.
But I also kind of like this. I don't know. I don't want to get an orchard tree. That seems a little too much. But like a wild tree, like maybe like a Brazil nut. You know, like they're with humans. They've been around humans. Humans have planted them, but they can't grow them in big areas. They have to be out in the wild forest kind of area. So they can also tell them about the wild forest and all the other animals, not just the humans.
It can also tell them about the greed of humans.
Exactly. Yeah, it could be like, these people don't turn your back on them.
Yeah. I think basically they would say, you're in the wrong neighborhood.
Yeah.
Leave immediately.
It's just going to be just a whole bunch of warnings. Man, okay. So I'm thinking of maybe some other kind of conifer, like a bristlecone pine kind of thing.
Oh, sure.
But maybe not bristlecone, just some ancient, maybe a redwood style conifer that has an intense amount of fungal relationships.
Cool.
So that the tree can say, oh yeah, but also these things up here are barely understanding this. Let me tell you about what's going on underground. And then I think that would be a way for the aliens to be like, oh, I see. This is way more intense than what it looks like up here. And up here looks pretty intense.
That's great.
Okay, so we have 4. So this is going to be actually a fellowship ambassadorship.
I think that's fine.
I think that's okay.
Don't you think we should be, maybe we are, like really studying mycorrhizal relationships?
Yeah.
Like for use in other areas?
Yes, absolutely,
Like
we should.
Technology and shit?
It's a self-optimizing system that also is connected to everything. It's like the perfect internet.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, absolutely, we should be doing more work on that.
Perfect internet.
Yeah, we should be doing more work on so many things. But, we're not.
Instead, we decide to drop bombs.
Yeah. Thank you.
Cool.
I will say...
What a great timeline.
What a great timeline. We're
Fuck
living it.
everything.
There are people doing a lot of this research, so that is good. Like, it's not that we are just being like, hey, that's interesting, and moving on. People are looking into it. They just they're not getting as much funding as they used to.
They're just nameless and broke.
Yeah, but you know what? I like them still. I like them a lot.
Thanks, JG, for your question. Like I said, if you got a question for us, if you want to support the podcast, if you want to be a part of a great botanical sticker club where we send you a sticker every single month of a new thing equals acorn, leaf, cone.
Flower. This month, it's the water oak.
The water oak with some minnows.
Yeah, it's
swimming
adorable.
around it.
Yeah.
It is, I think, if Instagram is to be trusted, it is our most popular announcement of a Cone of the Month Club sticker.
Yeah, in a while, for sure.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, so go sign up. Go get that. Remember, if you sign up, you also get access to all of our old cones.
That's right.
So if you're like, man, I really want to get that, and they're not, they're only like $5.
Yeah. Hop on our Treemium shop. Use the password that we'll give you when you sign up, and you can just shop to your heart's content.
Yeah, you really can. No one's going to stop you.
Shop till you drop. Casey.
Alex.
Thank you so much for baking that Pflaumenkuchen.
You're welcome.
It was delicious.
I'm happy you like it.
And I hope you enjoy your failure bread.
This is going to be great
and
bread.
Your cookie.
I already do. Thank you.
That bread is really good.
I'm going to eat this bread.
I'm sorry that you don't like olives.
No, it's okay. Apology not accepted.
I had so many people behind me in line. I panicked, and I was just like, that loaf.
Well, the fact that they didn't have any peach things, I don't like that at all.
That was upsetting.
Their croissants are insane, though.
She literally said, we have peach stuff.
Yeah, well.
I showed up. The only peach thing they had was a peach Danish.
Ooh.
Which I'm sure was good.
It's probably delicious.
It was pretty far from...
It's far from a cake, but...
Not as far as a loaf of bread.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair.
Oh, well.
I think we did well.
Well, we have just one dessert left. We hope you saved room. That's coming next week. Oh, baby. Did we save the best for last or what?
I can't
and I am
remember.
not telling you.
You're not?
No.
You just said you were.
I know. I take it back.
Well, okay.
You guys are going to have to wait to find out what we're covering next week. It's one of my favorite fruits. And when I was in Hawaii, I had a fresh one for the first time in my life. And it was my mouth is watering thinking about it.
I remember now. I know
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
Yep. Stop your drooling, people.
Bye, everybody.
See ya. Completely Arbortrary is hosted by Casey Clapp and Alex Crowson.
Our music is by Aves and the Mini Vandals, and our artwork is by Jillian Barthold.
To support the podcast and get rewards in return, become a Treemium member at arbitrarypod.supercast.com.
Thanks for listening.